Hello. This is going to be my library swag haul. So I went to the library a few days this week, and I got quite a lot of manga and anime. And if you've ever checked out or tried to check out manga from the library, you will realize how frustrating it is, because either if it's a series you've never read before, they never have the first volume, they only have one volume and it's fucking volume 12, or they have, a peppering of volumes and it's 1, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 15. And you're like, well, this is sad and disappointing. But anyway, these were not, because I was able to find volumes 1 and more. So the first one is Alice in the Country of Clover, Ace of Hearts. I love the Alice in the Country of Hearts series. It's probably the first manga that I became completely obsessed with. I have the 3 omnibuses of the original 6 volumes and a shit ton more in my closet. They're so good, but I haven't read anything in Ace's storyline. So I was like, well, it's at the library, it's free, and they had it, which I was so excited about. So it's like, let's give Ace a try. And then on the back we have Gray and Nightmare. This book does great fan service, I will say that. Very attractively drawn men. Really good, fun reverse harem trope. It's fun. And then we have Alice in Murderland, which I haven't started. I think I read the first few pages, and then I think I went to sleep or something. I'm a sucker for anything, as what previously mentioned. I'm a sucker for anything set in Wonderland, if it's done well, so not the trash movies that came out a while ago. And this one is pretty much, it's kind of like that Highlander battle royale kind of thing, where the mom goes to her 9 kids and says there can only be one. And you all have to pretty much fight it out to see who the next ruler of our family is going to be. And so the 4th child is the daughter, and she loses her fucking mind and decides to come out dressed like Alice and fuck shit up. And it's Alice, it's murder. I don't really think there's any way I can be disappointed with this, so let's see. So I got the first 3 volumes because that's what my library had of After School Charisma, which just sounded like such a fucking cool story. It's about this high school where the only people who go there are clones of historical figures. So the only one who's not a clone is this kid Shiro, whose dad is one of the professors at the academy. But you have people like Joan of Arc, and Napoleon, who's probably one of my favorite characters, because he's a smart ass and he's 5'9", so they're like, oh, you've already surpassed your original. And it's just funny, and the story is really good. And Hitler's in it, but Hitler's a sweetheart, because he doesn't want to hurt anybody, and he's like this outcast because everybody knows what his original did, and everybody knows that he's a clone of him, and so he just tries to like make people keychains and be their friend. It's really adorable. And the volume 1 so far, I'm almost finished with. No, I did finish it. Yeah. So I finished volume 1, so I'm going to start volume 2 and 3 today. But so far I really like it. So I'm excited to continue the antics of these historical peeps. So then this was one of those instances where the library didn't have the first volume, so I figured, I'm sure it's fine, I'll just get volume 2. So I got a Kame ga Kill volume 2. This is very pink. There's a lot of pink going on here, but I'm not gonna let that stop me or detract from the story. I've heard from people that I've explained what I like in anime or in manga, and the kind of themes that I like, that I really like this. And yeah, my friend said that one of the characters in here is a yandere. I've only seen the word. I've never actually heard it pronounced. But it's pretty much a female character, or a character who kills anybody that gets in between them and their love interest. I think that's right. I'm pretty sure that's what they said. So I'm interested to read that. And Vampire Knight 1 and 2. I already devoured these. It's a little cheap on there. And they're so good. Like, I love Zero. I love Zero so much. I love Yuki and Zero together. I know that, I mean, I pretty much, like, I also got the complete series anime because Netflix doesn't have the English dub, and it's actually not bad. The English dub is pretty good. I really like the anime. The manga is better just because the drawing, I feel like, captures their emotions better and, like, rips your heart out and then sets it on fire. Whereas the anime kind of just sort of makes you yell at the screen. It's just a little bit of a difference. But it's just, we have so you have this academy, and there's a day class and a night class, and the night class, shocker, is made entirely of vampires. And so you have these two kids that are on the disciplinary committee, Yuki and Zero, and it's just about them trying to keep the peace and their storylines and their backstory. And it's just, Zero has one of those backstories that always, it's just like a soft spot. If you've read it and you know what I'm talking about, lament with me, because I don't really know anybody else who's read these books, and so I have nobody to vent to about my sadness and frustration with these poor characters. So that's that. And then I had volume 1 of Blackbird, which was actually very good. It's about this girl named Misao, who is, once every 100 years, the bride of prophecy is born. And this time it's Misao. And pretty much it's her blood, if a demon drinks it, totally just eats her or marries her. They'll either get a shit ton of power, they'll gain long life, or they marry her, then their whole clan will be prosperous. So she turns 16, everything just goes up. Shit happens, shit hits the fan. Demon after demon after demon after demon just come and try and murder her, slit her throat, eat her, and then her childhood love comes back, and all of these demons come and try and propose to her and pursue her to marry her, and she's just so confused and doesn't know what the fuck is going on. She's just like, please get your feathers out of my face, stop trying to eat me, I just want to walk to school. But it's a good story. It's the art is a little different than, a little different than like other mangas I've read, but it's like the little touches like that I think that make reading each book interesting. It's kind of like when you're reading a novel and each book has its own type font, and it adds its own personality to the book, which is why I really hate reading books on the Kindle sometimes, because you lose that, because it's always the same font and it's not the font that the publisher or the author chose. So that, I don't know, I feel like that loses a little bit of something, but it's drawn really well, it's really funny. I laughed quite a few times when I read this. Okay. Then I got Fruits Basket Volume 1. This is supposed to be like a really cute thing. I don't know. I've heard like 2 people talk about it on YouTube, like when I was watching like other manga videos, and I don't know, they had Volume 1 at the library randomly, and I was like, well, put it in the cart. I know nothing about it. Just that this orphan chick jumps into this house and they have like a curse. That's all I know. So then I have Angel Beats Heaven's Door, which is about a kid who dies and then he goes to the Afterlife Academy, which is the whole school trope in manga is just so funny, the way that they put schools just in the most random of fucking places, because when I die I really want to go back to school. No. So anyway, he's in purgatory, he goes to this Afterlife Academy, and he meets this girl who pretty much tells him that she wants to overthrow the whole system and revolt against God. And I'm just in awe at her, because it's like, why do you think that you're going to succeed at this plan? I understand that the Bible is a very Western ideology, but I'm pretty sure that it's still taught as like a story sometimes, but she's gonna give it her go-to, and hijinks ensue, I suppose, so see how that goes. And then when I was at the library again, this was one of those things where they had it randomly, and I hadn't seen it before. It's, Princess Jellyfish Volume 1. This is another one of those things that is supposed to be super cute, like good story, good characters. Again, it's pink. I made myself pick it up anyway. So I don't know. I haven't even looked inside. I have no idea what this is about. I didn't read the back. Sometimes I like just going into things blind because it makes for a really fun, twisty-turny ride. And then for the anime, I got Tokyo Ghoul Season 1 and Black Butler Season 2. My life, my love for this anime. This is my favorite anime. I haven't gotten a chance to read the manga yet, but I saw a few episodes of Season 1, and then they had Season 2 at the library. They have Season 1 at the library, but it's checked out. So I'll get my hands on that too, but it's just everything I want in an anime. Like the art is beautiful, it's dark, it's gothic, it's got demons, it's got paranormal, supernatural stuff, it's funny, and the English dub is so good. Like their British accents add so much to their characters. I laughed my fucking ass off watching the anime, and I'm so in love with that. So I'm really excited to watch Season 2. I don't know if I'm debating on whether or not to renew Season 2 after I can check out Season 1 and then just, you know, binge watch the whole thing and return them, because I kind of don't want to. I mean, I checked out Season 2 because it was there and I was not leaving the library without all of the Black Butler merchandise in my cart, so, but we'll see. I don't like holding on to things either, because then I feel like selfish, because libraries are about sharing, you know, and it's about, you know, all of us sharing, like the community pot essentially, and you know, because I wouldn't have been able to afford all of these things if I just bought them myself, so thanks to the library. And yeah, if you ever want to check out your local library, there are tons of ways you can get involved in it, you know, promoting literacy and all these great things. But yeah, tell me what you're reading right now manga wise, and if you have any recommendations. My to read list is growing so fast and it's so exciting. Yeah, catch you later.